There's a section where it's the Pope, it's the moth, it's the behemoth, okay? You get into the behemoth, and this is shown by Will Smith. There's a behemoth of pole to pole is how it was for me, and what they do is they wrap you up in a sort of cocoon of this Lepidoptera, and the way that it reads is that you have to have a pure ankh of your betrayer, and you shed blood on that betrayer plus the nay of your betrayer. Both of them you purify in a type of scroll days before this behemoth gets fulfilled, where they say it's the Lepidoptera, where you have a drive that you make at night, and you have a girl sitting in your lap, and her head is out the window, and the girl on the passenger is holding on to her feet, but not really, because she feels comfortable. She feels comfortable with you. So this is represented by the Katie Sims, the Do character. Now, you're at night under the stars. You're doing your drive, I'm calling it, with the guy slinging lava, and then there's towns that pop up as you leave from there on your final journey until we meet again, sort of thing, and just where I'm at right now. And the thing is that this Lepidoptera means that it's a type of Nostradamus. They do a Nostradamus, and they do a betrayer. And one comes before the other, but they're both counted, and you're expected to know the sex, sects, the sector of sex, sects, the sector of sects, divider of sects, and maker of sects. This is a Nostradamus quatrain. You're expected to know this, and the way that they insert this into your life is this is shown by the strongs of your ankh with your rahab, and they'll pin you on something that seems to reflect in the strongs of that day being your Kepri. For you, it'll be your country Excalibur, just as England is for me, or Wales, and it's the mother type of reflection of your knee. You do the dad section during for me, it was the changeover from the AMR to the rip-off ice cream. Now, the ice cream can be eaten, but it does not necessarily reflect if something happens or not, okay? So this is all Violator Spawn Glory by how far you get without going to McDonald's and things. The McDonald's becomes critical because you can actually cut off by doing that. And it limits you, though, in what your coding is of your story. and it limits how much evil you have killed in a type of John Wick scenario at the end with the knife with Michael Nyqvist, which was part of my scrolls of Deep Blue Sea. I've seen things like this in my dreams. I'm not really a prodigy, but I do have some symptoms of a type of prodigal type situation that's been modified to a type of Christian perspective of always striving to be with Jesus. So the Messiah. Now, so it's both the Lepidoptera and it means that this behemoth actually means that it's a type of Peter or it's a type of Judas, and they want you to do the sacrificial blood scroll of your betrayer and nay, and then be the reflection of it with a type of Peter the Roman or the terrible one. Now, when you're in this, the Ben V character ends up having an Xavier type of shakiness in the Logan film. He ends up doing that. This is far in the future that I was able to catch Kachina. And he's at OCC, the Owensboro Country Club, and they're at a party. It's not a wedding, it's a party. And he has a vision of Capri and the CHHF being Capri, and that he combined those to mean that his Hand of Spawn film, that he was having these relapses of memories of his taxes being so great that he's having these relapse moments of these memories, and that this is what the black race is doing with their slavery, that from the ancestors they are having relapses of memories of slavery, picking cotton, things like that, memories, and that this is Zion with a Z, and the beings of aliens are the Zion with an S. There's a difference. So the actual mountain is the slave race, and they were the Hebrews of Moses. This is an interpretation. Take it as far as you want to. I'm giving you an interpretation. There's different angles to approach these things, and it does not mean, well, I'm discounted and I'm not a full man because I'm not a slave or black. That's not what I'm saying. And that's not how you are made to feel. You should feel whole with a W at all times. That is my goal for you. These are categories that have stacked on other people with them. Now, because in the industry, say this football player right here who just threw the ball, say he's, the Euphrates River, and he's the Euphrates River for a set timepiece of 12 years. Then he breaks his leg and goes into retirement. And then there's another Euphrates 20 years later who had the same strongs but different what you put in to make it Latin phrase on Gematria. He had a different type of situation, and he's the new Euphrates. Now, Ben V scares the native girl at this OCC a little bit, and it's because they were the Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were the Arnold Schwarzenegger of Ra, Amin Ra. Ra, Ra, in Egypt, the god. And that he had these memories because of his taxes. This is as real as it gets, I'm not joking.
Your shadow touches mine. Slow, slow, slow. You move like smoke in my mind. Every breath a perfect crime. Hands trace fire on my skin. I fall deeper, you pull me in. The bass is low, my pulse is high. Your eyes are heat, I can't deny.